This is going to be a very big challenge for him. I think he has had a Rimu win in the past before. Umeki is really, really popular in Japan. He is an immensely popular guy. You can tell by all the Japanese people in the chat right now. Yeah, but people ride or die for Umeki, and it's all the Mirage supporters, it's all the VGBC supporters, obviously. Umeki also got that VGBC sponsorship, but we might like to add as well. He is really the people's champ in Japan, and Rimu, on the other hand, is, you know, I feel like he is a classic run-ender player. Not to say that in a disrespectful way, because it's not as if he makes deep bracket runs himself, but you always see him upsetting your favorite player. He has a 100% win rate on Zachary after playing him twice in bracket. I remind you. So this could go either way, honestly. We could see a very brand new Umeki here if he's on his game on his game today, because we see, I think Umeki is a good example of, it might just be out of like pure attendance rates because he attends a lot of events and regionals and stuff like that, but he's either on his game or off his game. And I think that is the case for a lot of Peach and Daisy players, you know?
Yeah, because they're like, shout out View Days and stuff, because the confirms are so airtight and hard. And if you're not playing really, really well, then, I mean, the character kind of becomes, I don't want to say subpar, but not the strong top tier that she can be.
Yeah. Game going relatively even at the moment. Umeki, yeah, after that, stalling for as long as possible, Rimu just knew the timing to drop down. He's played Umeki quite a lot. These two have played each other quite a lot. They're both Tokyo residents. They both attend locals like Samapa and Toryumon quite a lot. I don't think, actually, no, maybe Umeki doesn't go to Toryumon, but they attend Samapa, the both of them. Rimu going for a very early edge guard there. If the Ram connected, that might have been it if he managed to catch Umeki's double jump, maybe even despite the flow. What's it called? Dose-san, Mr. Saturn coming out. I love the edge guard sorry, not the edge guard, the air dodge coming out from Rimu to put himself in a really good spot, kind of snapping under the Pokemon Stadium ledge. Really difficult for Umeki to punish that recovery. Rimu already pulling out the big brain plays at the moment as we see him in a almost full stock lead.
Yeah, nothing can be left on the table today, because this is winners though, I believe, correct?
Yes,
yeah,
this is winners to make
okay.
it out.
So
losers will still make it out loser side, but this is to determine who plays in winners day 2.
Yeah. And as Sean had said earlier, there have been a lot of upsets today, so losers is not exactly the place to, of course, losers is never the place you want to be, but especially not because you got Neo there, you got Zachary there as well, so yeah.
There's a bloodbath at the moment. You do not want to be there at the moment. Umeki with the float cancel Ned to finally take the stock. A quick strong that we're seeing right now. Yeah, it wasn't a stitch face, it was the dot eyes, but
oh, sorry.
Umeki is still getting a lot of percent off of that. Obviously, the dot eyes do a lot of damage, tremendous amounts. Float cancel Nair to punish that.
Oh, that was such a smart counter.
Dude,
Toad
and
coming in clutch.
You always see Min players kind of like, that's their classic way of retaliating whenever they find themselves in disadvantage off stage. It's to immediately throw out Nair and say, get off me, get off me. But Umeki read that, went all the way out and was like, nah, you're throwing out your arms right now. And he read that, completely read that, and he's put himself back in the game here. Percent-wise, he's still slightly down, but playing brilliantly at the moment. Might be able to snag the game if he doesn't get overwhelmed by Rimu's arms here at the moment. Rimu going for a very committal Megawatt F smash. Doesn't get punished for it, though. Hang on a second.
There, those Peach comes. Wasn't able to connect it any further.
Gets the grab.
Turn up, okay.
Unfortunately, the turn up going the wrong way, and now Umeki finds himself off stage. Oh, the coverage! Covered absolutely everything, even the drift of the jump coming out from Umeki, who tried to find some leverage on the platform. But Rimu was like, nah, I've seen this 10 billion times. And he finds himself a game up.
Oh, he was looking at his... I thought he was looking at the camera and he nodded to it. I thought he was flexing, but no, he was going for his chat, because he wanted to...
Did you like that up smash? Did you like that up smash, chat? Says Rimu as he finds himself game up against the best Peach, or Daisy, rather, perhaps in the world.
At this point, it's definitely kind of a competition between him and Mudace, I would definitely say. One of the two is absolutely top one in the world.
It probably is Mudace, realistically speaking, considering how I don't think many people know this, but for Umeki, who's had so many deep runs in bracket in the past, because out of, like I said, pure attendance, he is so, I don't want to say bad because he plays brilliantly against them and he takes games against them, but Mia and Akola are just two walls that he's never been able to overcome, no matter how many times they played each other. Umeki just can't seem to figure them out, whereas Mudays, it's like the Akola Destroyer, you know?
He is the Steve Destroyer.
Yeah,
He's so good at that matchup.
Even Link has high global rankings. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, but obviously, I think Link stopped competing as of late, right? Just because, well, we don't need to go about into that too much because
we'll leave that. He is not competing.
Coming into this game 2, we see. We're back at PS2, actually. Oh, 4 flow cancel nairs into a forward air to immediately put Rimu in a horrible spot. The tether gets Rimu back on stage, though, and that down air was a little devious, might I add, because that could have been the deletion of Umeki's stock after all of that. A quick down tilt into a forward air.
Turn up. Ah, he throws it down. I thought he was going to throw it out to try and push him further away. But
lovely tech, by the way, from Umeki, who recognized that the down air was coming from Rimu, always trying to reverse any situation because that's what Min can do to you. Back in neutral, though, Umeki's shield is looking a little low, which isn't a problem in terms of shield breaks. It's just the arms, the shield pokes, especially against... Oh, that might be it! Lovely tech chase.
Call out.
That's crazy. That covers everything, I guess. I think it literally, unless Rimu timed his get-up, that covered absolutely everything. He's caught Umeki's jump here, and he's going to have to use the parasol to recover.
He just slid right by him.
Yeah. That's the one thing that Rimu did not expect Umeki to just go above Rimu altogether. Rimu desperate for the kill here, switching to Megawatt. Umeki actually managing to avoid all those arms. Very impressive. He's had to play this matchup so many times, you can expect him to be the expert. Stalling that recovery. How do you get off the ledge here? A brave dash attack. Finally getting some numbers on the board, and even more 3 float cancel layers in a row yet again. These float cancel layers coming in clutch at the moment, but Umeki doesn't even have the opportunity to pull out any turnips at the moment. Rimu is just constantly on his ass.
Oh, grabs the wrong way.
There it is. Ah, Stitch Face! What can we see from here?
What is he going to get with the Stitch Face?
Quick damage, doesn't get the float cancel layer off. Instead, he's going to be able to catch Rimu lacking off his shield, and the forward air is going to be able to take it. Maybe it was a shield poke, I couldn't really tell.
I think he was afraid of a shield break, so he dropped shield.
This time around, it's 3 stocks to 1 in Umeki's favor. Finally, Rimu taking a stock off, but it might be too little too late at the moment. Umeki is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, those float cancel nairs are really coming in because they're just such a good combo extender, and then they push Min right off the edge of the stage. And once Min's off stage, that's, I don't want to say that's party time, but that's when Min is not as good as a character as she is in neutral.
Patient recovery from Rimu, who just gets nared anyway, and this might be it. Ah, okay. Umeki just missed spacing. Really good arm from Rimu. I think he'll... he won't be able to recover off of that, and that was a dominant display. What an answer from Umeki, who seemed a little puzzled in the first game, has adapted completely to the things that Rimu was doing. It's just complete pressure that came out from him throughout the entirety of that game. So impressive, and we'll see what stage Rimu will counterpick with this time around. I think PS2 is still fine, though. Like,
do you think Min has a specific stage that would really, really benefit her against?
What's weird is that PS2 is brilliant for Min, but for some reason Rimu loves small battlefield, and I don't know why. We're seeing Hollow Bastion here anyway, which definitely is a good stage for Min because you don't really see Min kill off the top anyway. You don't need to worry about that. And then the middle platform, Min's optimal position on Hollow Bastion in neutral is kind of just to linger under the platform and just throw out arms and stuff. It's so strong because it's so difficult to approach Min under a platform.
Because just she has nair, she has up smash, and if you try to approach her from the side, she has her arms.
Because against Min, you just want to be approaching from that weird little diagonal angle,
45
jumping
degrees,
in
right?
Basically. The 45 degrees is kind of where you want to be, and you can't do that on a really wide platform. Min being under a really wide platform, rather. Rimu putting on the pressure, but really behind in percent at the moment. A really good burst of momentum from Umeki. If he manages to find the edge guard here, a little too late on it. Rimu trying to find the tech chase. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. I like the up B cancel, but Umeki is hot on his heels.
Ooh,
all right, yeah, down tilt
air.
up air of all things. Went for the Pirate Myther edge guard, and Umeki finds himself a stock ahead at brilliant percent at the moment. Looking really good right now. Oh, that's damage. That is damage. Tries to go for the F smash. Ah, he's okay, he's okay.
He had his jump. But,
Love the tech chase attempt. That is something that Umeki's very well known for. Going for like a tech chase down tilt into an up B that kills so quickly. It won't kill on this stage because it's Hollow Bastion, but really good. Also, the float completely outspaced the Ram-Rams that Rimu threw out. The Umeki is just showing like perfect counterplay against Min Min at the moment for Peach. This is homework for all Peach and Daisy mains out there. This is exactly how you want to be playing against Min Min. Going off stage, yeah, that's exactly how that's exactly what I was thinking.
What was his reason for going, or what was his reason for going
Pressure,
off stage?
probably.
Just
That's all it was. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, there you go.
Okay, yeah,
a pivot grab into the up throw that I think, despite good DI coming out from Umeki, was pretty much GG's. We don't have even stocks, but Umeki going to be able to actually beat out the Ram coming out from Rimu, who yet again was a little too hasty with that aggression off stage. Flow cancel now, unfortunately, doesn't convert into a down tilt, and then Rimu gets a quick string of arms, goes for the low edge guard. Very committal, but he's going to be able to find himself a... yeah, not enough, not enough. Unfortunately, Rimu's Dragon Laser didn't come out. I don't know if he didn't bring out the Dragon Laser on purpose, but it's just that little... Like, he's managing to... or rather, Umeki is managing to outspace the Ram whenever Umeki finds himself off stage. But like, if Rimu just gets like a little Dragon Laser out during any one of these edge guards, he'd be able to take Umeki's stock off. And that's just the one thing that Rimu hasn't been doing. Because I guess it is a bit committal, because it's quite laggy after Dragon Laser. Rimu here, just going to be able to find a tilt, but no kill, and that's what I was talking about, yeah. Can't be creeping off stage too much because that reach from Min Min, he's taken. No, don't listen to me, I'm a bad commentator. But Umeki trying to cover for that neutral air dodge, neutral get up rather.
In the forward air.
Continuing
is the turnip gonna really... I don't know, I feel like the turnip hasn't been playing as big a part as it kind of expected it to be honest.
No.
Umeki's just been playing really solid neutral.
Having said that though, Rimu playing catch up at the moment. The Umeki clutch air dodge puts Rimu away. Or swats Rimu away. Umeki was in a really bad spot there, but manages to keep his cool. Just looking for that one opening, though. Rimu on Ram is absolutely terrifying, especially when that Mega Watt's coming straight at your face. We have the same situation here. Rimu being very committed with these smash attacks, but it doesn't matter when you're throwing two of them at the same time. How does Umeki get out of disadvantage here? Slowly hopping in with forward airs. Rimu, you can sense the pressure that he's feeling at the moment. Brilliant spacing by Umeki. How does either player find the kill? The percents are even. Last stock situation. Whoever takes this game, it could be massive for them. Umeki sends Rimu off stage. That's got to be it. The most anticlimactic finish with that double jump catch. The turnip, the clutch turnip, finding Umeki the third game as we head into what might be Rimu heading into losers, and Umeki clutching it out here if he wins one more. But Rimu definitely isn't out of this yet.
I feel like I kind of cursed that because I had just said I feel like the turnip isn't playing that big of a part in this matchup, and I was expecting it to. And the last kill was the turnip gimp. So I'm sorry, Rimu, if I cursed you in any way. I apologize for that. But because of that, we are continuing on, and this is Rimu's, as Sean had just said before, this is his winner side game. So if he's not able to figure something out, or not even figure something out, just, I guess, clean up the last hits, then he will be starting losers tomorrow as opposed to winners, and that might...
What a string.
Wow.
Yeah, I love the idea from Umeki, but it's just the momentum of that down air, like, creeped up a little too low and couldn't convert off of it, but instead, it's going to be a ton of coverage from that up air going straight into the side B. He just knew it was going to connect. Crazy stuff from Umeki to start off the game. Not even 30 seconds had gone by, and Rimu's stock just melted away. Brilliant start for him. Rimu having to play some catch up at the moment, but you can sense that like the pace of his gameplay is like it's gone by so quickly at the moment. Umeki
Oh.
almost catching the...
Oh,
Whoa,
oh,
whoa,
he
whoa!
saved him, he saved him.
He's putting it in the blender at the moment.
I think he saved him. I think he needed it
He
to
did, he
recover,
did.
but he did save him,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah.
But, I mean,
But it
Umeki had
doesn't
to
really
recover
matter.
anyway, so...
Oh, again! Okay, so Umeki is, like you said, all mid, or all
So
Daisy and Peach mates need to take notes.
That
This
was
is how you do
weird
this.
because I don't think Umeki expected a Nair coming out from Rimu. Rimu tried to be cheeky with the Megawatt Nair to try and find like a really early kill reversal. But I think Umeki kind of just expected like normal arms to come out. But instead, because of the long-lasting hitbox of that counter, Umeki manages to find the kill anyway. And now 3 stocks to 1. Yet again, Umeki on the verge of lapping Rimu in percent. Rimu finds a grab though. You can sense by the fact that how long he's been on Megawatt for. He's getting a little desperate for the kill at the moment, but you can sense how much he is hungry for it. Rimu needs to find the kill now, going deep for this edge guard. Umeki though, cold as ever when it comes to just finding himself back on stage. A back throw won't do it.
Yes, it will.
Okay, suspicious DI coming out from Umeki, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
He has plenty of stocks to play with. It's fine.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but you could just sense that Rimu kind of slowly finding his heart out of that game. Umeki looks dominant in that game 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will say though, Umeki doesn't really look that happy considering he just beat I don't want to say one of his bracket demons, but somebody who would definitely be a massive challenge to him, and he just beat them very, very convincingly. But he looks, maybe it was stress from the game.
It's weird. Umeki doesn't pop off. It's usually a sigh of relief that you usually get from him whenever he finds himself good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi there.
Whenever he finds himself a good set win.
Yeah.
It's always relief comes out from him. He always kind of exhales.
And we've got Gorioka coming up. Is this for next match or a congratulatory?
It might be. I don't know. Gorioka likes talking to people.
That makes sense. His pop-off earlier was pretty good.
I believe that's going to be it, right? Is that it? Watch.
Is that it?
Whatty? Okay. So yeah, what a day 1 that we've had today.
Yeah.
It's been a brilliant day. We've had a load of upsets, as you would always expect from any Japanese major.
Absolutely.
We've had Zachary in losers. We've had Gact in losers. We've had who else? Who else am I thinking? Neo in losers.
Unfortunately.
It's been an absolute bloodbath, and we find ourselves here at the end of day 1. Tomorrow we're going to start top 92, I believe it was.
92?
I think it's 92. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna
There's
see
a lot
some...
of matches. Tomorrow is longer than today. For people who were asking earlier about, oh, is this just a one-day or weekend? Today was just the preliminary like day 1 pools kind of thing. And as Sean said, top 92 all the way to top 8 and top 4, and the grand finals will be all tomorrow. So it's a long day. So I hope you guys are able to tune in and catch some wonderful Smash Brothers here in Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah. Couple people that I'd probably like to kind of tell you guys to look out for coming into game 2. Probably people like Ake, who managed to get the upset over Neo. We have Leaf, who is
the upset
the
over
hope
Zachary.
of all Robin mains.
Right.
Worldwide, managing to find an upset over Zachary. Brilliant stuff from him.
And I will say, in that game, Zachary seemed really lost. He picked Pit for all the games, but towards when it started to get to game 3 and game 4, he didn't really seem like he knew what to do. He was just getting knocked around. And the last game was a G-Song.
Yeah, it was a weird one. And I think Zachary was completely correct in sticking to the Pit, because I think that matchup is good for Pit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just Leaf just showing the new generation. Showing how they're here to stay. I mean, even Zachary, he's calling Zachary an old man here. So this is the new generation now. Your time is up.
Wait, how old is Leaf? I feel like he's
I thought Leaf was young.
I thought
Isn't
he
Leaf
was younger, but also Zachary's not that old either. So, because Zachary's